Madam?
Yes, sir.
Start madam.
Yes, sir.
Okay, madam. Thank you. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಬೆಳಗಿನ ವಂದನೆಗಳು. ಮೊದಲಿಗೆ ಗ್ರಂಥಾಲಯ ಪಿತಾಮಹ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಎಸ್.ಆರ್. ರಂಗನಾಥನ್ ರವರ ಪಾದಾರವಿಂದಗಳಿಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕರಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಗವರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ, ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಲೇಜಿಯೇಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್, ಗವರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ಲಾ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ರಾಮನಗರ, respected principal and all the dignitaries who have given immense support to organize this one-day state-level webinar. Welcome to all. Information literacy is a set of objectives requiring individuals to recognize when information is needed and have the ability to locate, evaluate, and use of effectively the needed of information. Information can come from many ways: media, blogs, personal experiences, books, journals and magazines, articles, expert opinions, encyclopedias, newspapers, web pages, so on and so forth. The type of information you need will change depending upon the question you are trying to answer. We can categorize information sources as mainly the books, encyclopedia, magazines, databases, newspapers, library catalog, internet, and so on and so forth. With this background, today we are organizing one-day state-level seminar, virtual seminar on information sources and overview. Before beginning this program, I will invite Dr. Sasikala S. Madam, Assistant Professor of Sociology, to pray the Almighty to conduct conducting smooth program. So, and blessings of the Almighty, I will invite Dr. Sasikala Madam to pray the God Madam, please.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಶರಣೆಂಬೆ ವಾಣಿ ಹೊರೆಯೇ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣಿ, ಶರಣೆಂಬೆ ವಾಣಿ ಹೊರೆಯೇ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣಿ, ವಾತಾಪಿವಾಣಿ ಸುಂದರವೇಣಿ, ವಾತಾಪಿವಾಣಿ ಸುಂದರವೇಣಿ, ಶರಣೆಂಬೆ ವಾಣಿ ಹೊರೆಯೇ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣಿ. ಜಗದೊಳು ನಿನ್ನ ನೆನೆಯುವರಮ್ಮ, ಜಗದೊಳು ನಿನ್ನ ನೆನೆಯುವರಮ್ಮ, ಹರಿಯ ತೋರಿಸೆಂದು ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥಿಪೆವಮ್ಮ. ಪಾಡುವೆ ಶ್ರುತಿಯ ಬೇಡುವೆ ಮತಿಯ, ಪಾಡುವೆ ಶ್ರುತಿಯ ಬೇಡುವೆ ಮತಿಯ, ಶರಣೆಂಬೆ ವಾಣಿ ಪೊರೆಯೇ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣಿ ಶರಣೆಂಬೆ ವಾಣಿ ಪೊರೆಯೇ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣಿ ವಾತಾಪಿ ವಾಣಿ ಸುಂದರವೇಣಿ ವಾತಾಪಿ ವಾಣಿ ಸುಂದರವೇಣಿ ಶರಣೆಂಬೆ ವಾಣಿ ಪೊರೆಯೇ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣಿ. Thank you.
Thank you very much, madam, for your nice and melodious invocation. Thank you very much, madam. Next, I would like to call Dr. Ranganataya CB sir, Assistant Professor of Law, to welcome all the dignitaries, delegates, and the officials of this program.
Thank you, sir. A very good morning, one and all. At the outset, Government of Karnataka, Department of Collegiate and Technical Education, Government Law College, Ramnagara. We have organized state level webinar organized by Department of Library and Information Center and Internal Quality Assurance Cell IQAC jointly initiating. I take this opportunity to welcome you all. First, I would like to welcome Sir Shri D.K. Suresh, Member of Parliament MP Ramnagara. Sir, I welcome to this webinar on behalf of our college. I would like to welcome Srimati Anita Kumar Swamy, Member of Legislative Assembly, MLA, Ramnagara, and Chairperson, College Development Committee, CDC, Government Law College, Ramnagara. Madam, I welcome to this webinar on behalf of our Government Law College. And also I would like to welcome all the members of CDC on behalf of our Law College. I welcome Shri CM Lingappa, Member of Legislative Council, Ramnagara. Sir, I welcome to this webinar on behalf of our college. I would like to welcome our Commissioner, Sir, Shri Pradeep Prabhakar, IAS, Department of Collegiate Education, Bangalore. Sir, I welcome to this webinar on behalf of our college. I would like to welcome our Director, Professor Malleshappa, Department of Collegiate Technical Education, Bangalore. Sir, I welcome to this webinar on behalf of our college. I welcome our Joint Director, Professor Neelavati Madam, Department of Collegiate Education, Regional Office, Bangalore. Madam, I welcome to this webinar on behalf of our college. And also, I would like to welcome today's speaker, Mamata Madam, Senior Librarian, Government First Grade College, Kunigal, Tumkur District, Tumkur. Madam, I welcome to this webinar on behalf of our college. I welcome to all the registered participants across the country, across the state. Welcome to this webinar on behalf of our college. I would like to welcome our college principal, teaching faculty, non-teaching staff, and students of our college. Welcome to this webinar on behalf of our college. I welcome those who are directly and indirectly to help to organize this kind of webinar. At last, but not the least, I would like to welcome each and everyone once again. Thank you very much for giving this an opportunity. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, Professor, for your nice and welcome speech. I would like to welcome you all, welcome you, sir, on behalf of the organizing committee. I'll move on to the next program. Today's speaker, Ms. Mamata Jayan. She is going to deliver a lecture on information resources and overview. Before I hand over to her, speaker introduction by Dr. Vishwanathaya, our Physical Education Director. I'll welcome you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, everybody. I'm happy to introduce today's speaker, Mrs. Mamata Jain, the Senior Librarian, Government First Grade College, Kunigal. Madam has done MLIC from Mysore University in 1996-97 with specialization in medical library. Started career from Bangalore Institute of Legal Studies as librarian in the year 1997 and worked therefore 4 years by actively involving as organizing committee member in national moot court competitions and other activities organized by the college. In the year 2001, Madam joined
Saptagi Engineering College and worked there for 7 years by successfully rendering Telnet and IEEE services to the users. Gained MPhil degree from Alagappa University in the year 2004 by submitting the thesis on information seeking behavior among engineering students under the guidance of Dr. R. Suman Kumari, Assistant Librarian of Central Institute of Indian Language, Manasa Gangotri, Mysore. Got appointed in Government First Grade College, Kunigal, in the year 2008 under Collegiate Department. Has worked as coordinator, co-coordinator, and as member in all the college level committees such as NSS, IQAC, UGC, RUSA, NAC, examination, admission, cultural, magazine, women's cell, and so on. Also worked as Deputy Chief Examiner in PDO and university level exams. Since 2019, Madam is teaching library science paper for BA library students in the college. Has won the membership of Kala, ILA, KSCLA, KGCTA, and TUCTA, that is TUCTA. Has honored many articles has authored many articles in state, national, and international seminars and conferences, and also in few journals. Worked as rapporteur in national seminar and has organized workshop at college level. Has guided the students and researchers in during their projects and completion of bibliography. With this, I welcome all participants and resource person for this function. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, Dr. Vishwanathaya sir, for your nice introduction on resource person, Mrs. Mamata Jain, madam. Now I hand over the mic to our today's resource person, Mrs. Mamata Jain, a senior librarian, Government First Grade College, Kunigal. Over to you, madam.
Sir, I need to share my screen.
Yeah.
There is an option is there, madam. You can share it yourself only, no issue. ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇದೆ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಅಲ್ಲೇ ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲೇ ಶೇರ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಚಾರ್ಟ್ ಪಕ್ಕ
ಏನಂತಿದೆ ಸರ್?
ಶೇರ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಅಂತ ಚಾರ್ಟ್ ಪಕ್ಕ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಚಾರ್ಟ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಪಕ್ಕ.
But I'm not able to see it.
ಅವರು ಫುಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಮಿನಿಮೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋದಲ್ಲ
ಮೇಡಮ್. ಬಂತಾ?
Sir, I have mute, stop video and more ಅಂತ ಒಂದಿದೆ.
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ
ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಕಲರ್
ಮೇಡಮ್, ನಿಮ್ ಇದ್ರ ಪಕ್ಕನೇ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ,
ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಕಲರ್
ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಪಕ್ಕ ಶೇರ್ ಅಂತಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಶೇರ್ ಅಂತ.
ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋನಾ?
ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಂತರ
ಅದ್ರ ಪಕ್ಕನೇ ಇದೆ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಶೇರ್ ಅಂತಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಒಂದು ಆರೋ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಇದೆ, ಆರೋ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಪಕ್ಕ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಇರೋದನ್ನ ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮೇಡಮ್. ಅದು ಅವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಏನ್ ಬರ್ತದ ಆ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು.
ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ 5 minutes.
ಮೇಡಮ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ ಮೇಡಮ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ?
1 second ಸರ್, ನಂಗೆ ಶೇರ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನನ್ನ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ.
ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅದು ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಟಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಇದು ಮ್ಯೂಟ್, ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದ್ರ ಪಕ್ಕನೆ ಒಂದು ಆರೋ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ,
ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಕಲರ್
ಶೇರ್ ಅಂತಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ.
ನಮ್ಗೆ ಮೇಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡಿ
ಮೇಡಮ್, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಮೇಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮೇಡಮ್, ನಾ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು.
ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ವಾಟ್ಸ್ಆಪ್ ಕಳಿಸಿ ಅದನ್ನ.
ಆತರ ಅಂತ
ಕಳಿಸಿ
ಸರ್. ಮತ್ತೆ ಲಾಗಿನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದಾ ನಾನು?
ಅಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅದ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ
ಮೇಡಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ಗೆ, ಅದ್ ನೋಡ್ಬಿಡಿ, ಅದು ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಇವ್ರು ಇಲ್ವಾ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಇದಿಲ್ವಾ, ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ವಾ ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ?
ಹಾ ಸರ್, ಸಿಕ್ತು.
ಅದೇ ಈಸಿ, ಏನು ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ನೀವು ನಿಧಾನ ನೋಡಿ.
ಯಾ got it.
ಆರಾಮ ಮಾಡಿ.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
ಆ ಶೇರ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮತ್ತೆ
ಮಾಡ್ದೆ.
ವಿಸಿಬಲ್ ಮೇಡಮ್, ವಿಸಿಬಲ್.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ ಶೋ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹಾಗೆ ನೀವು ಇದ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
ಆಮೇಲೆ ಲೈವ್ ಇದೆ.
Sorry for inconvenience. Right now she is sharing a screen, and then if you have 100 crossing the members, those who are willingness to watch by our YouTube channel also, that has been shared in our WhatsApp group.
It has been broadcast right now.
Madam, ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿ madam.
Yeah, sure. Is it visible, sir?
Visible, madam. Visible. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for your warm introduction, sir. And thank you, Shashikala madam, for your prayers. Good morning, one and all. First of all, I would like to congratulate Government Law College, Ramnagar, for hosting this webinar. Honorable Principal, respected faculty members with active IQAC coordinator and NAC coordinator, and my classmate and a good friend, Mr. Chananki Gowda sir, for giving me this opportunity to interact with my professional friends and the energetic youths, my dear students. It's my great privilege that I got an opportunity to speak to teachers of noble professionals and young upcoming lawyers. As I started my professional journey from a law institute, I recall my days of 20 years past in 1997 to 2001, where I was working in Bangalore Institute of Legal Studies. It was really a challenging job for me in assisting for moot courts, helping in citation methods, searching legal databases, and so on. The law librarians and law libraries play a unique and integral role in shaping the quality of legal professionals. Libraries are the resource centers, information centers, and also knowledge bank, and we, the users, are the customers in it. So, dear participants, I would like this session to be an interactive one. If you have any doubts, either type it in the chat box, or at the end of the session, let us have a question and answer session. In this webinar, I'll be sharing my little knowledge about information sources and overview. Before knowing about the information sources, let us know what is information. So, information can be defined in many contexts. So, it can be defined as a data that is processed, logically organized and analyzed so that it can be representation of an entity. To update the level of knowledge, it leads in decision-making process. So, in a general word, we can say it's an answer for a question from which data and knowledge can be derived, can be transferred to the readers in various forms of resources. It's a key for increasing a person's knowledge. After digital revolution, it has brought the information explosion, which has made the availability of data in the fingertips. So, the concept of information has different meanings, as I told you. It is used for creation of numerous qualities. The main characteristics of information, that it should be relevant. The information what we gain, it should be relevant to what we need. It should be timely. It should be available in time. And it should be accurate and complete. It should fulfill our need. It should be reliable to a person at right time, at right level. So then only we can gain the knowledge what we need. Information, it's everything about the facts provided or learned about someone or something. So it's an organized and classified data which has some meaningful values for the receiver. So you must be hearing about the words again and again, the data, information, and knowledge. So let us now know, as information is all about the data and knowledge, so knowing about the terms data, information, and knowledge is also important. See, data, what is data? It's a array of facts that represents things or events that happened, or observation of facts, or any information what we get in any form. It may be a word, maybe an alphabet, it may be a letter, it may be image, it may be a sound, anything, any facts, any raw facts is a data. So what is then the information? The product of the data processed. When we get the data, when it is processed and analyzed, then it becomes an information. And it should be clear and it should have some clarity. So for decision making. So then, what is knowledge then? Then knowledge is what one derives from facts in right way and for a definite purpose. It should have a definite purpose. So why we are gaining the information, why we are searching the data, for what purpose we are looking for an information, then only we'll get a knowledge. So now, due to the information explosion day by day, so today's age is also known as information age, computer age, knowledge is knowledge society, virtual era, global era, what all, what not. So, and the father of information age is Claude Elwood Shannon. He says that information is a valuable commodity. Information is a valuable commodity. ಮಾಹಿತಿಯು ಪ್ರಪಂಚದ ಅತ್ಯಮೂಲ್ಯವಾದ ಸರಕಾಗಿದೆ. ಈ ತ್ವರಿತವಾದ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕಾಣುತ್ತಿರುವ ಈ ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಮಹತ್ವದ ಸ್ಥಾನವನ್ನ ಪಡೆದಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಯಾವಾಗ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಅತ್ಯಮೂಲ್ಯವಾದ ಸರಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವಾಗ ಇದು ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ನಮಗೇನು ದೊರಕಿರುತ್ತೋ ಅದು ಸರಿಯಾದ ಪ್ರಚಾರ, ಪ್ರಸಾರ ಮತ್ತು ಪರಿಚಲನೆಯಾದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾದ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಅದೇ ಸಂವಹನ. ಸೊ ಈ ಎರಡು, ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಮತ್ತು ಸಂವಹನ ಒಂದೇ ನಾಣ್ಯದ ಎರಡು ಮುಖಗಳಿದ್ದ ಹಾಗೆ. ಮಾಹಿತಿಯ ಪ್ರಚಾರ ಸಂವಹನದಿಂದ ಮಾತ್ರ ಸಾಧ್ಯ, ಸಂವಹನದ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ ಮಾಹಿತಿಯ ಶೇಖರಣೆಯಿಂದ ಮಾತ್ರ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಬೋತ್ ದಿಸ್ information and communication go hand in hand. So one cannot grow without another. So let us see how evolution of information sources came and evolution of communication also came, which came all together from one to another support. So let us see evolution of information sources. So early living beings believed to have communicated by the gestures, by the sounds. They used to imitate the sound from the nature. ಪ್ರಕೃತಿ ದತ್ತವಾಗಿ ಬಂದಂತಹ ಶಬ್ದಗಳನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅವರು ಸಂವಹನವನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಅನಿಮಲ್, ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ದ ಬಾರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್, ಹೌಲಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ವಿಂಡ್, ಸೌಂಡ್ಸ್, ವಾಟರ್ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್, ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳ ಕೂಗಿಂದ, ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳ ಕೂಗಿಂದ, ಜರಿಗಳ ಕೂಗಿನಿಂದ, ನೀರಿನ ಶಬ್ದದಿಂದ ಅವರು ತಮ್ಮದೊಂದು ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಸಿಂಬಲ್ ಅನ್ನ, ಒಂದು ಕೋಡನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಒಬ್ರಿಗೊಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಮಾತನಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗಿನ್ನು ಪದಗಳಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಭಾಷೆ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್, ಪೀಪಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜಿಂಗ್ ವರ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೌತ್. ಬಾಯಿನಿಂದ ಬಾಯಿಗೆ ಮಾತನಾಡೋದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ ಅವರ ಸಂವಹನವನ್ನ ಅವರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ದೇ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ರನ್ನರ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ದ ಮೆಸೇಜಸ್ for long distances. So people use trumpets, fifes, and smoke signals to warn against calamities or disasters or attack of a wild animal. So ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಕಾಡು ಪ್ರಾಣಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ತಪ್ಪಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರು ಬೆಂಕಿಗಳನ್ನ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡು, ಪಂಚನ್ನ ಹಿಡಿದು ಅವರು ನಡೀತಾ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದ ಕಾಲ ಉಂಟು. ಅದು ಅವರ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್, ಅದು ಅವರ ಸಿಂಬಲ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಇದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬಂದದ್ದು paintings and drawings. These were the first step towards the language. So ಅವರು ಭಾಷೆ ಬರುವಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ಅವರು ಚಿತ್ರಗಳನ್ನ ಬರೆಯುವುದರ ಮೂಲಕ, ಕಲ್ಲಿನ ಮೇಲೆ ಶಿಲೆಗಳನ್ನ ಕೆತ್ತುವುದರ ಮೂಲಕ ಅವರು ಈ ಗುಹೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಗೋಡೆಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚಿತ್ರಗಳನ್ನ ಬಳಸಿ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಸಲ ಈ ಹಂಟಿಂಗಿಗೆ ಹೋಗುವಾಗ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗುವಾಗ, ಬೇಟೆಗೆ ಹೋಗುವಾಗ ಯಾವ ರೂಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು, ಆ ಹಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಟ್ರಿಪ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಒಂದು ಫುಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಅನ್ನೇ ಗುಹೆಗಳ ಗೋಡೆಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೆತ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಹೀಗೆ ಕ್ರಮೇಣ ಬಂದದ್ದು ಪಿಕ್ಟೋಗ್ರಫಿಕ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್. ಈ ಪಿಕ್ಟೋಗ್ರಫಿಕ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ದೇ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ವೇರ್ it used to represent some objects or ideas. So gradually learned to make each symbol represent a sound instead of an object. Then came the writing, or how to then came the spoken language. So with the development of written language, even when it came to written language, it until now there were no paper was introduced. So they used to write on the cave walls, stones, clay tablets, and they used wooden boards, ಮರದ ತುಂಡುಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ, ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳ ಚರ್ಮದ ಮೇಲೆ, ವೆಲ್ಲಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಚ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಈ ತರ ಕ್ರಮೇಣವಾಗಿ ಒಂದೊಂದೇ ಅವರು ಬರವಣಿಗೆಗಳನ್ನ ಇವುಗಳ ಮೂಲಕ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, Chinese in AD 105 discovered paper, which led to a landmark in the history of writing media. Most of the books were handwritten. ಪೇಪರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಂಡು ಹಿಡಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಇನ್ನು ಪ್ರಿಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲದ ಕಾರಣ ಅವರು ಕೈ ಬರಹದ ಮೂಲಕ, ಬರವಣಿಗೆಗಳ ಮೂಲಕ ಮಾತ್ರ ಆ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಈಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಕೈ ಬರಹಗಳನ್ನ ಹಳೆಯ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಯಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ, ಪ್ರಾಚೀನ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಯಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಚಂದವಾದ ಕಟ್ಟನ್ನ ಕಟ್ಟಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಲಂಕಾರಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಿಂದೆ ರಾಜರುಗಳು ಹರಳುಗಳು, ಮುತ್ತುಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಈ ಪುಸ್ತಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರೋ ಅಲಂಕಾರವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ they used to decorate with colorful and beautiful images to those handwritten books. So next, the first known printing book was Diamond Sutra. ಡೈಮಂಡ್ ಸೂತ್ರ ಅನ್ನೋ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಪ್ರಿಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಇಂಕ್ ನ ಮೂಲಕ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಪ್ರಿಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ the first known printed book was Chinese named Diamond Sutra came into existence. Then there was a revolution in the printing technology. ಮುದ್ರಣ ಯುಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಹೊಸ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ, ಒಂದು ಆವಿಷ್ಕಾರವಾದ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಬಂದದ್ದು ಜಾನ್ಸ್ ಅವರು, ಗುಟನ್ಬರ್ಗ್ ಅವರು ಕಂಡಿದ್ದಂತ ಪ್ರಿಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿಯ ಮೂಲಕ. ಜಾನ್ಸ್ ಗುಟನ್ಬರ್ಗ್ and his associates developed the machine, and Bible was the first book printed in Latin language, and it was called as Gutenberg Bible. So with the invention of printing, it became possible to print books quickly in large numbers. With the day-to-day technology developed, as the technology developed, the printing process also developed, and nowadays it has become a huge industry, we can say. So printed books also brought many changes in libraries too, and it replaced the manuscripts day by day. So with the invention or with the technology development of electronics and telecommunication, typewriter, telegraph, telephone, and mass media, radio, television, films, newspaper, one and all, everything came, so that the dissemination of information became very, very easy to the common man too. It reached the common man from urban city to the village also. So in advancement in computer and telecommunication technology, the 20th century led to an emergence of electronic source. So the information, digital or electronic, anything, it came with everything with network, that is internet, and finally the WWW, that is World Wide Web. I can say you that we are the spiders in this web. We are the caught spiders in this web. We'll be crawling again and again to search everywhere. So, and finally, the whole world is within this World Wide Web. So you can see this, here is a pictorial representation of evolution of communication. I told you that information and communication go hand in hand. As communication developed, information developed, information sources developed, information resources developed, and as information resources developed, communication also improved. The techniques in the communication also improved day by day. So here is a pictorial representation of evolution of communication, which led to development of information sources. What is communication? Communication is the process of transmitting the idea generated by the human mind. It is essential as it helps information to reach the defined destination. So, two common elements in communication is, one is the sender, that is the initiator, and the receiver. So, the message between these two people, the sender and the initiator, it can be in any form. It can be a word or symbol or gesture, oral, verbal, written, in any form, but we need a medium, no? For that, for transformation, we need a medium, we need a channel, and that can be face-to-face or conversation or anything, or until the Facebook also. So the whole information world is from face-to-face to Facebook, I can say. So both communication and information, these go hand in hand. So it's closely related to information. The only way to strike a balance between the information explosion, what we are seeing day by day, is possible, and the increase in the research work is possible only through right communication. So until now, we came to know about what is information and the relationship with the communication. So the information gets generated, as I said, in various ways and in various sources. So let us see what is information sources. Information source, as I tell you, it's almost like the definition of an information only. That is, it's anything that might inform a person. It's something or provide knowledge about something, wants to know. So information source can be in any form or any content, such as observations by people, by speech, statistics, documents, organizations, and even websites. So okay, how the information should be there? When we gain the information, how should it be? It should be accurate and concrete. It should be relevant to the topic, what we are searching, and it should also be concise. And it should be properly indexed so that we can see, it's very easy to access. It should be clear and ambiguous to the user. So let us see some types of information. Information sources, it's broadly classified as the main two types are, one is documentary and the other one is non-documentary sources. So under documentary sources, it can be divided into content and by form. So in the content, again, it is divided as primary, secondary, and tertiary. In the introduction part, my friend Jananke Gowda sir mentioned this. So by content, the information, documentary information sources is divided into primary, secondary, and tertiary. And what by form is, it can be paper-based or in any other media. And coming to the non-documentary sources, it can be by human or by an organization or by mass media or internet. So knowing about the types of information, let's go one after the other. So let's see what's documentary sources. All recorded information, any recorded information, irrespective of their content or form, come under documentary sources. They may be published or unpublished. It can be in print form or in electronic form. So seeing the division by content, the sources are divided into primary, secondary, and tertiary, as I told you. We'll see what is primary sources. So primary sources contains all the original has not filtered or evaluated. It's a fresh thing. I can tell you, it's a fresh food, what we have gained. So it's original thinking. Nobody has copied it. It's original discovery. It's original information. It can be a report, or it can be a finding, it can be an idea. It's very difficult to interpret and analyze this information as it is clear, it's an original thing. So now I can give you a few examples for this. The government document, including the hearings of debates of legislative bodies, official texts of laws, regulations, record of government expenditure, finance, census report, investigation reports. All these are what we call as FIRs. All these are the original documents. It's not copied from anywhere, or it's not analyzed, or it's not interpreted. It's not changed. It's as it is. These are the primary sources. It can be manuscripts. Manuscripts are the handwritten documents. Kai barahagalu. Idana ನಾವು ಪ್ರಧಾನ ಮೂಲ ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ರಥಮ ಮೂಲ ಅಂತ ಏನ್ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಇದು ಈ ಗ್ರೂಪಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಂತದ್ದು. ಹಾಗೆ ಆರ್ಕೈವಲ್ಸ್, ಹಾಗೆ ಅಪ್ ಟು ಡೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಡಬೇಕು. ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಲೀಗಲ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ವಿ ಗಿವ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆರ್ಕೈವಲ್ಸ್. And the artifacts. So see, the crucial information about the lives of histories which has historic or scientific significance, like coins. It has some historical significance. And the fossils, it has some scientific significance. And the specimens, all these come under these artifacts, which are the primary sources. And the music. See, the composition by a musician, a notation, a technique what he used in musical theory, and the performance record, this come under the music part is also a primary source. And it can be a visual material. I told you it can be in any form. It can be a painting, it can be a drawing, it can be an architectural plan, it can be engraving or graphic art or a photograph. It comes under visual material. So, and even the oral history. If we have taken an interview with some person and he has told his experiences, his evidence in his life, his explanations in his life, that can be an oral history which come under the primary sources. The few more examples, what students need is the periodicals, the journals, which there are too many journals, and National Law University journals, All India Reporters, Supreme Court journal, all these come under the periodical sections are the primary sources because it's written by the original author. The author, what he has written, that is published. So next comes the patents and standards. You know, the patents is the letter of ownership. It can be a formula, the scientist, what he has found, or it can be a methods of experiments, and anything it can be, which only the owner can have that. So that he has given a patent for him. And the standards. You know, ಒಂದು ಪದಾರ್ಥನ ಕೊಂಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು ನಾವು ಈ ಮಾಪನಗಳನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು. ಸೊ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ISI ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಇದೆಯಾ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದು ISO ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆಯಾ, ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ಗೆ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ನಾವು ನ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಗಿದೀವಾ, ನಾವು NBA ಮುಗಿಸಿದೀವಾ, ಈ ತರದ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರ. All these standards, these come under the primary sources. So gazettes, it can be central government or the state government. That gazette come under the primary sources. For legal students, for the young lawyers, the case laws, law reports, court judgments, proceedings, debates of upper house and lower house, all these come under the primary sources, which is very essential for your moot courts practicals. And report literature, commercial literature, newspaper articles, what you see every day, that come under the primary resources. And for the researchers, its thesis and dissertations are the primary resource. Okay, the surveys, what we have done, It can be in any level, in college level or state level or by the government or non-government or national, international, anything. The surveys come under the primary resources, and even the proceedings of the meeting. In the college, we have number of committees. What the proceedings, what we make in these meetings are also primary resources. And even the email. Email is the original document, what we type to reach the other destination, to convey the message to other destination. The email is also a primary resource. So let us come to the secondary resources part. ದ್ವಿತೀಯ ಮೂಲಗಳು ಅಥವಾ ದ್ವಿತೀಯ ಆಕರಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ದ್ವಿತೀಯ ಆಕರ ಹೇಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಥಮ ಆಕರದಿಂದ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ನಾವು. ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಈಸ್ represented through the primary resources. So the secondary source of information is one that represents, it discusses information that has originally been published. So they are obtained when original information is generally analyzed, synthesized, interpreted, and evaluated. They are basically not evidence, but a commentary discussion. It's a commentary discussion on primary resources. So based on the review of primary information, these secondary sources are evolved. They're more useful and even source, it's the latest findings of information. And the few examples, what I can say here is dictionaries, and these secondary sources are most useful resources by the academicians, I can say, because in all the libraries, most of the libraries, we have these secondary sources, many of these secondary sources. And these secondary sources, see, the dictionaries. There are number of dictionaries, I can say, you can see it in your library. And the most popular Black's Law Dictionary, Oxford English Dictionary of, Oxford Dictionary of Law. These are the most popular dictionaries, what we used to see from 20 years back also. So, ನಿಘಂಟುಗಳು ಹೇಗೆ ಬಂತು ಈ ನಿಘಂಟುಗಳು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಡೋ ಮಾತು ಅಕ್ಷರ ರೂಪ ತಾಳಿದಾಗ್ಲೇ ನಿಘಂಟುಗಳು ಬಂದವು, ನಿಘಂಟುಗಳು ಹುಟ್ಟುಕೊಂಡ್ವು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಿಂದೆ ವೇದ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ವೇದಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಅಕ್ಷರಗಳು ಬಹಳ ಕಠಿಣವಾದ ಪದಗಳನ್ನ ಹೊಂದಿದ್ವು. ಆ ಕಠಿಣ ಪದಗಳ ಅರ್ಥಗಳನ್ನ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅವಾಗಿಂದನೇ ನಿಘಂಟುಗಳು ಹುಟ್ಟುಕೊಂಡ್ವು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾವು ಅಮರಕೋಶವನ್ನ ಕೇಳಿದೀವಲ್ವಾ, ಹಿಂದೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಚಿಕ್ಕವರಾಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಅಮರಕೋಶವನ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಜ್ಜಿ ತಾತಂದ್ರು ನಮ್ಮ ಕೂರ್ಸಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಬಹಾಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಅಮರಕೋಶವನ್ನ ಓದ್ಬೇಕು, ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಓದ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಹಾಗೆ ಹೀಗೆ ಹುಟ್ಕೊಂಡಂಥದ್ದು ಈ ನಿಘಂಟು. ಅಮರಕೋಶ ಇನ್ನೇನು ಅಲ್ಲ, ಪದಗಳ ಕೋಶ. ಆಯ್ತು. ಹೀಗೆ ಈ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ತಪೂರ್ವ 1000 ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಹಿಂದೆನೆ 4ನೇ ಶತಮಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ರಚಿತವಾಯ್ತಂತೆ ಈ ಅಮರಕೋಶ. ಕ್ರಿಸ್ತ ಪೂರ್ವ 1100 ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಹಿಂದೆನೆ ಚೀನಾದಲ್ಲಿ 40,000 ಚಿತ್ರ ಲಿಪಿಗಳ ಕೋಶವೂ ಕೂಡ ಬಂದಿತ್ತಂತೆ. ಸೊ ಈ 15 ಮತ್ತು 16ನೇ ಶತಮಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರೀಕ್ ಮತ್ತು ಲ್ಯಾಟಿನ್ ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭವಾಯಿತು ಡಿಕ್ಷನರಿ ಅಂತ. ಡಿಕ್ಷೋ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪದ ಅನ್ನೋ ಅರ್ಥ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಹೀಗೆ ಹುಟ್ಕೋತು ಈ ಡಿಕ್ಷನರಿ. ಇವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ದ್ವಿತೀಯ ಮೂಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಂತದ್ದು. ಇನ್ನು ವಿಶ್ವಕೋಶ, ವಿಶ್ವದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಪ್ರಪಂಚದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ನಮ್ಮ ಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನ ಬೆಳೆಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಿಶ್ವಕೋಶವನ್ನ ಓದಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಈ ವಿಶ್ವಕೋಶ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ವಿಷಯದಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಈಗ ದೊರಕ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಎನ್ಸೈಕ್ಲೋಪೀಡಿಯಾ ಆಫ್ ಲಾ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್, ಎನ್ಸೈಕ್ಲೋಪೀಡಿಯಾ ಆಫ್ ಸುಪ್ರೀಂ ಕೋರ್ಟ್, encyclopedia of economics, encyclopedia of political science, each and every encyclopedia we have. And the biggest encyclopedia, the Encyclopedia Britannica, it has 32 volumes in it. And now it is available in the CD form also, which we can see it in our fingertips. In Encyclopedia Britannica, students, please go to the library, visit your library and see this Encyclopedia Britannica, at least for the pictorial purpose at least. So you can gain knowledge, you can get all information in that. So, and the geographical sources. This, each and every person, whatever the subject they may be studying, they need these geographical sources. There's the maps, atlas, globes, and tour guides. And of course, we have GPS now. then the Google Auntie helps us whenever we want to go for a trip, for a new place. Google Auntie always is with us. And knowing about these tour guides is very, very important. And the biographies. Nodi, ಈ ಬಯೋಗ್ರಫಿಗಳಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಹಿರಿಯರ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನ ಹೇಗಾಯ್ತು, ಅವರ ಜೀವನ ಚರಿತ್ರೆಗಳನ್ನ ಓದೋದ್ರಿಂದ, ಬಯೋಗ್ರಫೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಜೀವನ ಚರಿತ್ರೆ, ಈ ಜೀವನ ಚರಿತ್ರೆಗಳನ್ನ ಓದೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅವರ ಅನುಭವಗಳಿಂದ ನಾವು ಪಡೆಯಬೇಕಾದ್ದು ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಇದೆ. ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಜನರ ಅವರ ಅನುಭವಗಳನ್ನ ಓದಿ, ಅವರ ಕಥೆಗಳನ್ನ ಓದಿ, ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿರುವಂತ ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನ ಕೇಳಿನೇ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಜೀವನಗಳು ನಮಗೆ ಬದಲಾಗಿರೋದು ಉಂಟು, ನಾವು ಮೇಲ್ ಬಂದಿರೋದು ಉಂಟು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ all these biographies, students, it's a very, very important. Whenever you're free, please visit library and at least study, read these biographies. And the best lawyer biographies are there. Many lawyers have spoken about their experience about this biographies, and many judge biographies are there, and bibliographies. See, what is bibliography? It's a list of books is bibliography. It can be of any subject. There are many bibliographies of labor law, of criminal law. If you, instead of searching it, all these have made the access easy. So instead of searching for each and every book, if you go and search for a bibliography, you can see there been in both the chronological and the alphabetical order in there. Hagagi, ಬಿಬ್ಲಿಯೋಗ್ರಫಿಗಳು, ಗ್ರಂಥ ಸೂಚಿಗಳು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಅಮೂಲ್ಯವಾದ್ದು. ಗ್ರಂಥ ಸೂಚಿಗಳಿಂದ ಕೇವಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಗ್ರಂಥಾಲಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಬುಕ್ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದೊಂದೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇಂತಹ ವಿಷಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳು ಪಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಈಗ ನಾವು ಈ ಗ್ರಂಥ ಸೂಚಿಯಿಂದ ನಾವು ಕಂಡಿಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಹಾಗೆ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಅಚ್ಚುಮೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ಸ್, ಪಠ್ಯ ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳು ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಗ್ರಂಥಾಲಯಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಬರ್ಲಿ, ಮೊದಲು ಅವ್ರು ಕೇಳದೇನೆ, ಮೇಡಮ್ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟದ್ದು ನೋಡಕ್ಕೆ ಚಿಕ್ಕದಾಗಿರುವಂತ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಇದ್ರೆ, ಕೈಲಿ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಈಸಿ ಆಗಿರುವಂತ ಬುಕ್ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಇದ್ರೆ ಕೊಡಿ ಅಂತ. ಸಿ ದಿಸ್ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ಸ್, ದಿಸ್ ಕಮ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ದ secondary sources, as it's a collection of materials of different authors. So, and the websites. ನನಗಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು legal professionals ನೀವು ಯಾರಿದ್ದೀರಾ, teachers of legal professions, you know better websites of law, live law, Loctopus, bar and bench, and ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ದೊಡ್ಡದು ಮನುಪಾತ್ರ. ಈ ಲೀಗಲ್ ಡೇಟಾಬೇಸ್, ಈ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಯಾರೇ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಲಾನಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ವಿಷಯವನ್ನ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮನುಪಾತ್ರ ಅನ್ನೋ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು, ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಅದರ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆ ಇದ್ದ ಹಾಗೆ, ಒಂದು ಕುರಾನ್ ಇದ್ದ ಹಾಗೆ, ಒಂದು ಬೈಬಲ್ ಇದ್ದ ಹಾಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಹುದು. ಅಂಡ್ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ರೀಸ್, ಕ್ರಿಟಿಸಿಸಮ್, ಒಬ್ಬರು ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವಿಮರ್ಶೆಯನ್ನ ಬರೀತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ರಿಗಳು, ಈ ಕ್ರಿಟಿಸಿಸಮ್ಗಳು, ಇವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಂತದ್ದು. ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಲೇಷನ್. So one person has done it in some other language, and in some other language, ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆದಿರೋದನ್ನ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಷಾಂತರವನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅದು that legal translated that come under secondary sources. And the digest, Supreme Court Early Digest, All India Reporter Early Digest, Criminal Law Digest, Labor Law Digest, all these digests, these come under the secondary sources. And let us come to the tertiary source. It's nothing but the collection of the interpreted, the analyzed, and reformed primary and secondary sources. It contains the collection of both primary and secondary sources. And they offer a very quick, easy introduction. And for example, the directory. Directory is, see, judges directory sigate, UGC directory sigate, university directory sigate, institutional directory sigate, telephone directory sigate. So one thing you may be observing that from primary to secondary and secondary to tertiary, see, the access is becoming easier in each part. And this tertiary information is always written by third party. Okay. So this is usually a summarized and consolidated source material. The case index. So instead of searching for all the cases, if you have this index, you can see it in the, it will be in the alphabetical order. So if you need any case, you can search it very immediately. And legal news and reviews, the judgment citators, that is also the tertiary information source. And the yearbooks. Yearbooks alli neevu, especially when you people are going for the competitive exams, you can see each and every information in this yearbook. What not is there in a yearbook? It can be of any information. It can ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯದಲ್ಲಾಗಿರಬಹುದು ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ, ಆ ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿರುವಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆಗಳು ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯದಲ್ಲಾಗಿರಬಹುದು, ವಿಜ್ಞಾನದಲ್ಲಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನದಲ್ಲಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ರಾಜಕೀಯವಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕವಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಆರ್ಥಿಕವಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಯಾವುದೇ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಏನೇ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ ಹಿಂದಿನ ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಾಗಿದ್ರು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಈ ಇಯರ್ ಬುಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ದೊರಕುತ್ತೆ. ಮನೋರಮಾ ಇಯರ್ ಬುಕ್, ಈ ಸ್ಪರ್ಧಾತ್ಮಕ ಜಗತ್ತಿನವರ ವಾರ್ಷಿಕ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಏನಿದೆ ಆನ್ಯುಯಲ್ ಬುಕ್, ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಇಯರ್ ಬುಕ್. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊ ನೀವು ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಇನ್ಯಾವುದೇ ಪ್ರತಿ ತಿಂಗಳ ಮ್ಯಾಗಝೈನ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೀವು ತರಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ದೇ ಇದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಇಯರ್ ಬುಕ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೀವು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಜನವರಿ ಅಥವಾ ಫೆಬ್ರವರಿ ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಹಿಂದಿನ ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನೆಲ್ಲ ಘಟನೆಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ನಡೆದಿತ್ತು, ಏನೇನು ವಿದ್ಯುನ್ಮಾನಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ನಡೆದಿತ್ತು, ಏನು ಹೊಸದನ್ನ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ಕ್ರೀಡೆಗೂ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಹಾಗೆ, ಹೊಸ ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳನ್ನ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಹಾಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಈ ಇಯರ್ ಬುಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ದೊರಕುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, ಇದೊಂದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೈಡ್ ಇದ್ದ ಹಾಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ಗಳಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ. ಹಾಗೇನೆ ಈ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ಯುಯಲ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಗೈಡ್ಸ್. ಮ್ಯಾನ್ಯುಯಲ್ಸ್ ನಾವೀಗ ಬರೀ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ಯುಯಲ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ. ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ಗೋ, ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ಗೋ ಅಥವಾ ಬಾಟ್ನಿ ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ಗೋ ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲವಕ್ಕೂ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಮ್ಯಾನ್ಯುಯಲ್ಗಳಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ನಾವೊಂದು ಪದಾರ್ಥವನ್ನು ಹೋಗಿ ಕೊಂಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಒಂದು ಫ್ರಿಡ್ಜ್ ಕೊಂಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಒಂದು ಟಿವಿ ಕೊಂಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಒಂದು ರೇಡಿಯೋ ಕೊಂಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯಾನ್ಯುಯಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ನಾವು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಅದರ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಹೇಗೆ, ಅದರ ಕನೆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಹೇಗೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ವಿದ್ಯುತ್ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇದೆ, ಏನು ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಆ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ಯುಯಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ವಿತ್ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಈ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ಯುಯಲ್ಗಳು, ಗೈಡ್ಗಳು ಇವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಟರ್ಷರಿ ಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತೃತೀಯ ಆಕರ ಅಥವಾ ತೃತೀಯ ಮೂಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಂತದ್ದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. And when we come, all these we saw under the content. When we come for the form, so any physical form, documentary source which is in the physical form is come under this category. It may be a audio recording, audio cassette ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಟೇಪ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಟೇಪ್ಸ್, ಫೋಟೋಗ್ರಾಫ್, ಹಾಗೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ಕೂಡ. ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ ಎನಿ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ. ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಎ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ, ವಿಜುವಲ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ, optical media, microforms, anything other than books, any form other than books come under this category. So let us see what is non-documentary sources. Non-documentary sources are sources which are not recorded. It's not recorded. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊದಲನೇದೇ by human. Exchange of ideas. ಈಗ ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಮೊಂದಿಗೆ ಮಾತನಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನೀವು ನನ್ನೊಂದಿಗೆ ಇಂಟರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ this is come under non-documentary sources. It's not recorded anywhere. And the group discussions, direct talk, speech, all these come under this non-documentary sources. And it can be from organization also, from government also. ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೊರಡಿಸುತ್ತೆ, ಒಬ್ಬ ಸಂಶೋಧಕ ಒಂದು ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಹೇಳಿಕೆಯನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ಈ non-documentary sources ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. And even the mass media also, radio, television, ivellavu kuda, these are the non-documentary sources. And just for your information, I'm sharing this. In the electronic media, you can see how electronic media developed, that's from telegraph, telephone, radio, and even the early computers. There's photocopying machines, there's a Xerox machine, transmitter, microcomputers, computers, and so on, how the development was done. So now we are in the electronic age. So let us know how internet is a part of information source. We saw all the documentary and non-documentary sources. Now let us know how internet is an information source. It's a global connection. Internet is an inter-network. It's an inter-computer network, inter-people network. So It's a network between the computers, between the people and the information. So it's a globe. Around the globe, all of us are there. It's a public resource. Nobody has owned it. Nobody is the owner of it. It's a public resource. It can be used effectively and on demand, and the information seekers can demand whatever the information they want and they can collect it. And email is an essential part nowadays, and even in the academic section or in any of the organization, email has played a very important role. So, and nowadays even the students get information interaction with this email, and email makes person messaging possible, which leads to document sharing. It's nothing but the dissemination of information, sharing of information. And ನಿಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ಪ್ರಿಯವಾದ್ದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಚಾಟಿಂಗ್. ನನ್ಗನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ತಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಚಾಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. So chatting allows, it's again the sharing of information. It's an interactive conversation. So yeah, the only thing is the chatting should be healthy one. So healthy chat leads to information gaining. So reduce it. It always reduces the communication costs and it enhances coordination. And it facilitates sales and marketing. You can see the sales and marketing growing through this internet. Amazon, Flipkart, whatnot. And they are using this internet in the maximum level. It improves customer service and satisfaction. So see, these people they are not only using for the advertisement purpose. They also take the review. Naminda review kuda keltare hegide product anta, so that next ಕೊಂಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋರು, now we usually see the reviews of any product before buying it. Review ಹೇಗಿದೆ, ಈ ರಿವ್ಯೂ ಹೇಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಓದಿ ಅದು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆಯಾ, ಅದನ್ನ ನಂಬಬಹುದಾ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ಯಾ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿ ಆಮೇಲಿಂದ ನಾವು ಆ ಪದಾರ್ಥವನ್ನ ಕೊಂಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ನಮಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. This is nothing but the sharing of information. Information sources is developing in each and every product and every area, we can say. It's a wide area information service. It locates files in databases, in keywords, everything. So, and finally the www, it helps to retrieve information in any keyword. Nowadays, the advanced search has helped, and we cannot just see the information through the hypertext links. We can links to different forms of information and to different users. So we'll just see about the legal databases. As I told you, Manupatra, see, it's one of the Indian largest online legal database, which leads the way to research in India. And Economic and Political Weekly, it helps not only for the law students, even for the who are interested in economics, political, hello? Am I audible?
Yeah, audible, madam. Please continue, madam.
I know that it's a very vast topic. What I have chosen, information sources, is vast like World Wide Web. So, as I have time constraints and it's a wide topic also, I couldn't cover all the information sources what you all have. The only thing what I can say you is today's advanced knowledge is tomorrow's ignorance. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, please continue, madam.
Okay. Yeah. So students, what I say is today's advanced knowledge is tomorrow's ignorance. What all we have learned today, that may become a old news for tomorrow. So hence we have to update, up to date. We have to be up to date ourselves in every moment of our life. So you can do it. And students, I would like to share some few words of Abdul Kalam. All of us do not have equal talent. You know that all of us do not have equal talent, but all of us have equal opportunity. So to develop our talent. So whenever the opportunity knocks your door, you have to catch it. Don't take rest after your first victory, because if you fail in the second, more people, more lips talk as saying that, okay, he has got it by chance or by his luck. So don't take rest only after the first victory. Try for the second one, third one, and fourth. And as Swami Vivekananda says, talk to yourself at least once in a day. It may be what I am speaking ಈಗ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ನಾನು ಈ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಗೆ ರಿಲೆವೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ದಲೇ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಆದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಬೇಕು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ. ಟಾಕ್ ಟು ಯೋರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಡೇ. ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಯು ಮೇ ಮಿಸ್ ಅ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ಅನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಲೆಂಟ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್. ನಮಗಿಂತ ಎಕ್ಸಲೆಂಟ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರು ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ ನಿಮಗೆ ನೀವು ಒಂದ್ಸಲನಾರು ನಿಮ್ ಕನ್ನಡಿ ಮುಂದೆ ನಿಂತು ನೀವು ಮಾತನಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ನಾವು ಗೌರವಿಸಿದಾಗ, ಆತ್ಮಗೌರವವನ್ನ ನಾವು ಪಡ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಬೇರೆಯವರು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಗೌರವಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ತಿದ್ದಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ನಾವು ತಿದ್ದುಕೋಬೇಕು ಫಸ್ಟ್. ನನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೀಚ್ ಯು, ನನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಯು ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುಯಲ್. ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಅದರ್ ಟೀಚರ್ ಬೆಟರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ಯೋರ್ ಸೋಲ್. ನಮ್ಮ ಆತ್ಮಕ್ಕಿಂತ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾದ ಟೀಚರ್ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವುದೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ನಾವು ತಿದ್ದುಕೊಂಡಾಗ, ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ತಪ್ಪುಗಳನ್ನ ಹುಡುಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಸರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ, ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಬೆರಳು ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ರೆ 4 ಬೆರಳುಗಳು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಆತ್ಮಸಾಕ್ಷಿಗೆ ಒಪ್ಪುವ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನಡೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ, ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ನಾವು ಗೌರವಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಆಗ ಪ್ರಪಂಚ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಗೌರವಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಸೊ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇರಿ, ಓದಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರಿ ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರನ್ನ. ಓದು ಇಲ್ಲದ ದಿನ ಸಂವಹನದ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ. ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಓದಿದಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಜ್ಞಾನ ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳೀತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಸಿ ದೇ ಸೇ ದಟ್ ದ illiterate of 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write. ಯಾರು ಅಕ್ಷರವನ್ನು ಬರೆಯಲ್ವೋ, ಯಾರು ಅಕ್ಷರವನ್ನು ಓದಲ್ವೋ, ಪುಸ್ತಕವನ್ನು ಓದ ಅವರಲ್ಲ ಅನಕ್ಷರಸ್ತು. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿ who cannot learn, unlearn and learn, ಮತ್ತೆ ಮನನ ಯಾರು ಮಾಡಲ್ವೋ, ಯಾರು ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಪ್ ಟು ಡೇಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ವೋ, ಅವರು ನಿಜವಾದ ಅನಕ್ಷರಸ್ಥರು ಅಂತ ಟಾಫ್ಲರ್ ಅವರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಫ್. ಸೊ ದ ಮೋರ್ ವಿ ರೀಡ್, ದ ಮೋರ್ ವಿ ಲರ್ನ್, and the more we gain knowledge. And what I say is, at last, the knowledge is power. So on this note, I would like to end my session. Thank you for your kind patience. If you have any questions, please go ahead. Sir?
Okay. Thank you, madam. Actually, one saying is there, unknowing the law is no excuse.
Yes.
In the same way, everybody should know the
Yes.
information sources and the communication, the ಮೂಲಗಳು ಅಂತ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಬಹಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ very elaborately and effectively you have given a nice presentation on the information sources and the communication. So the way of communication, what is the necessity of information sources and communication. Thank you very much, madam. Actually, in my group, I have received some questions. Only because of the time constraint, I will take one or two questions.
Yes.
The one question is, madam, what is difference between encyclopedias and dictionaries, madam?
Yeah, see, dictionary, it gives the meaning of the words. Hello?
Please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah. Continue, madam. Continue.
Yeah. So in the dictionary, we'll get only the meaning of it, and not only the meaning, we'll get ಅದು ಬರೀ ಪದಗಳ ಅರ್ಥವನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ಸ್ಪೆಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಆ ಡಿಕ್ಷನರಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಮಾನಾರ್ಥಕ ಪದಗಳು ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಇವೆ, ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಹುಟ್ಕೋತು, ಹೇಗೆ ಪದ ವಿಭಜನೆಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ ಓದೋದು ಹೇಗೆ, ಇದಿಷ್ಟು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಡಿಕ್ಷನರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದೇ ಒಂದು ವಿಶ್ವಕೋಶವನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಪದ ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಆಲ್ಫಾಬೆಟಿಕಲ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಎರಡೂ ಕೂಡ, ಡಿಕ್ಷನರಿನೂ ಆಲ್ಫಾಬೆಟಿಕಲ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್, ಎನ್ಸೈಕ್ಲೋಪೀಡಿಯಾನು ಕೂಡ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಎನ್ಸೈಕ್ಲೋಪೀಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಮಾಹಿತಿಗಳನ್ನ ತಿಳ್ಕೊತೀವಿ ವಿತ್ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್. Sometimes it may be with tables, with charts, with graphs, with statistics also. So this is the difference between the dictionary and the encyclopedia.
Thank you very much, madam. Thank you. So one more question. Some student has, please suggest the useful material for the competitive exam.
ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಬೇಕೇ ಬೇಕಾದ್ದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್. ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಓದಿ. ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ನಿಮ್ ಮನೆಗೆ ತರಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಕೂಡ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ನಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಲಭ್ಯ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನೀವು ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನೇ ತಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಮಾರೋಂಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ನೀವು ತರಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಓದೋದು ಮೊದಲನೇದು. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಪರ್ಧಾ ಜಗತ್ತು, ಸ್ಪರ್ಧಾ ಪ್ರಪಂಚ, ಅನೇಕ ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಈಗ. ಸ್ಪರ್ಧಾ ಜಗತ್ತು, ಸ್ಪರ್ಧಾ ಪ್ರಪಂಚ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಪರ್ಧಾರ್ಥಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ತರ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ರಿವ್ಯೂ, ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ರಿವ್ಯೂ, ಇದನ್ನ ಓದಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು. ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಇದು ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಹೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ನಿಗದಿತವಾದಂತ ಒಂದು ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಮಾತ್ರ ಸಾಲದು. ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ ನೀವು ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಟಿವಿಯಲ್ಲಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ನೀವು ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು. ಆವಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೀವು ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಅನಲಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಬೇಕು. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಅನಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಒಂದ್ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಅನಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕೂಡ ತುಂಬಾ ಮುಖ್ಯ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅನೇಕ ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಲಭ್ಯ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಪ್ರತಿ ಒಂದು ದಿನಾನು ಗ್ರಂಥಾಲಯಕ್ಕೆ ಭೇಟಿ ನೀಡಿ ಒಂದು ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಅನ್ನೋ, ಒಂದು ಪೇಪರ್ ಅನ್ನೋ, ಒಂದು ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬುಕ್ ಓದಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು. ಖಂಡಿತ ನೀವು ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. One more question, madam. Last question. Questions ಬೇಕಾದಷ್ಟಿದೆ, but due to time constraint, I'll restrict for the 3 questions only. Nowadays, the online study and physical study ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಬಹಳ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. So would you suggest which one is better ಅಂತ ಮೇಡಮ್? ಈಗ whether go for the library books or the physical books or the online study, which is better to memorize ourselves ಅಂತ?
ಬಟ್ ಈಗ ಕೊರೋನಾ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ನಾವು ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ನಾವು ಕ್ಲಾಸು ಕೂಡ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ನಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ, ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಕೇಳೋದು ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಇದು ಈ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ರಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಲಿ. ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಕೂಡ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಕೈಲಿ ಇದ್ದು ಓದುತ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಅದರ ಖುಷಿನೇ ಬೇರೆ, ಅದರಿಂದ ಆಗೋ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟೇ ಬೇರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗಾಗೋ ಸಂತೋಷನೇ ಬೇರೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನೀವು ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಇದನ್ನ ಉಳಿಸಿ ಗ್ರಂಥಾಲಯಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದು ಓದೋದೇನೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಪರಿಣಾಮಕಾರಿ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಒಂದು. ಆದ್ರೆ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳು ನೀವು ಆ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಸಿಗ್ದಲ್ಲ ಇರಬಹುದು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಮೇಲೂ ನೀವು ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ಸದ್ಯಕ್ಕಂತೂ ಆನ್ಲೈನೇ ನಮಗ್ ದೇವರಾಗೋಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋ ತರ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕೋರ್ಸೆರಾ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಹಾಗೆ ಮೂಕ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ಇದೆ. ನೀವಾದಷ್ಟು ನೀವು ಹೊಸ ಹೊಸ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಆ ಮೂಕ್ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ಸ್ವಯಂ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿ, ಯಾಕೆ ಈ ಟೈಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ನಿಮ್ಮ BA 5 ವರ್ಷಗಳ BA LLB ಮುಗಿಯೋಷ್ಟೊಳಗೆ ನೀವು 2 ಕೋರ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೈನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ 2 ಕೋರ್ಸಿನ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಹೋಲ್ಡರ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತೀರಾ ನೀವು. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಈಗ ಈ ಸ್ವಯಂಗೆ ನೀವು ಹಾಗೆ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಮೂಲಕ ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಕೋರ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ.
ಮೇಡಮ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್ ಮೇಡಮ್. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಬಲ್ ಟೈಮ್ ನ ನಮ್ ಜೊತೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಹಂಚ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ. It is supported not only for the students, even for the researchers and the scholars and the academicians also. It was very much useful, madam. Thank you very much, madam. So next I would like to call our honorable principal, Dr. N.S. Ambedkar sir, for his presidential remarks, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving this opportunity.
So very good afternoon to all. Greetings from Government Law College, Ramnagara. First of all, I thank our beloved Commissioner, Sir Pradeep Prabhakar IAS, Srimati Anita Kumar Swamy, MLA of Ramnagar, Shri CM Lingappa, MLC of Ramnagar. So I thank 3 important main personalities at this point of juncture, because without their support, we would not have taken this step for conducting this state level. Rather, it is across border. I would call it as national virtual webinar. So I thank MP D.K. Suresh sir for his overwhelming support at this point. So first of all, we are very blessed to have a very good resource person like Madam Mamta Jain, Madam, Senior Librarian, GFGC Kunigal, sorry, Government First Grade College, Kunigal. I should thank the college for having such a wonderful madam, having knowledgeful resources at their disposal. So, madam, as during our precise presentation dwelt upon information sources, stressing upon historical development, how information started off. Then she also highlighted about concept of Diamond Sutra, which I did not know, which legal professionals would not have come across this particular word, block printing method. So she started off from typewriter to advancement of computer, now the digital era. Then she also made references to primary sources and secondary sources, which was very crystal clear. So then Madam also touched upon legal databases, which is very important for a law college student or law college professor. Then Madam was she also gave us a principle: update now, have results tomorrow. So with this principle, she highlighted about the importance of library every day, going to the library, getting updated ourselves. Then again, I thank all the participants. I see a number of professors from reputed colleges, students, law teachers, senior librarians across the state. They have given us a precious time for to joining with us and having a virtual one-to-one interaction with us. So I thank all these this. I thank our convener. I thank you, Information Science. I thank I2SC coordinator, our backbone of this preparation, executing, and successful event of this function. So I thank all the teaching faculty members, non-teaching faculty members of different government first grade colleges who have joined together in this state level virtual webinar. And lastly, I thank all the personalities present here. Thank you very much, sir. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you, madam.
Thank you very much, sir, our honorable principal, sir, for presidential remarks. And yes, the backbone of our college and also the program. Without his support, we would not able to conduct this type of seminars. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
I would like to call Srimati Chetana, Madam, Assistant Professor of Law, given for the vote of thanks, madam. Thank you. Please.
Thank you, sir. Government of Karnataka, Department of Collegiate and Technical Education, Government Law College, Ramnagara. I, behalf of Department of Collegiate and Technical Education, Government Law College, Ramnagar, extend our sincere thanks to resource person Mrs. Mamta Jain, Senior Librarian, Government First Grade College, Kungal, Tumkur District. I thank you, ma'am, for your precious lecture. Thank you, ma'am. I extend the thanks for our principal, Shri Dr. Ambedkar NS, for presiding this program. I extend thanks to Shri Channanke Gowda sir, Senior Librarian, Government Law College, Ramnagara, for organizing the state level webinar. I also extend our sincere thanks to Dr. Rangnatya CB and Professor H.M. Sumant for coordinating this program. I extend my thanks to teaching and non-teaching staff of our Government Law College, Ramnagara. I extend our sincere thanks to all the participant of this webinar. I also students who have been participating.
Thanks. It is time to IQC coordinator and all the teaching and non-teaching of our college and faculty of our college. I would like to thank all the participants who have given me a support, immense support to conduct this type of program. It is conducted very successfully. Thank you very much. Thank you, one and all. Thank you very much, madam. So we will send feedback in the chat box. Please send your feedback immediately. You will get the e-certificate, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Now we will end the session. Please bear with us. We will send feedback.
We'll also share feedback.
Yeah, right now, in another 2 minutes, we will share the feedback link. Just to bear with us.
And also we will send for this one.
Yeah, it's already in WhatsApp group. We already shared the feedback link. So that's why another 2 minutes we will share in that in this virtual also. Bear with us for 2 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes.
So correcting slot not. ನಿನಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ಲಾ
ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂತು ಸರ್.
ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ 57 ಅಲ್ವಾ? 57
ಇದು ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಸೆಮಿನಾರ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ.
ಲೈಬ್ರರಿ ಸೆಮಿನಾರ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಸರ್.
Kindly check out the participants. We already share our feedback form. Kindly fill it up and then you will receive e-certificate shortly.